With this virtuoso performance from Chris Hamilton in the Section 2 Class B title game on Halloween, Chalmont won its first championship since 2007, and Hamilton set New York State's single-season goal-scoring record. He finished the year with 66. And while that number might have college coaches drooling, today Hamilton signed his letter of intent to play baseball at Stony Brook. Hamilton actually hasn't played travel soccer in years, focusing most of his energy on baseball, both with the South Troy Dodgers and, of course, the Chalmont Sabres, and soon with the Seawolves. Hamilton will report to Stony Brook in the fall. First, he has one more spring baseball season with Chalmont, and before that, he joins us now in studio. Chris, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about the signing today. Is that something that you had been dreaming about, thinking about for a while?
Yeah, my whole life. It's always been my dream to play at the next level. And coming to Stony Brook right when I got on their campus, it was the right feel. Meeting their coaches, their facilities, everything. It's always been my dream to play at the next level, definitely.
At what point did you start thinking about that? When you were playing Little League?
Yeah. When I was young, I won a state championship when I was 9 years old, and from then I always dreamed of the next level. And definitely, as I got into high school, always competing with the South Troy Dodgers, and definitely was my dream.
Tell us about the recruiting process. What other schools did you look at?
I looked at Siena, UAlbany, Marist, Central Connecticut. Just great programs. I thought Stony Brook was the best fit for me, so that's the way I went, and made me feel like I was at home when I was there last fall with the South Troy Dodgers playing on their field. Let's
say there are kids watching this right now that might be in middle school, maybe freshman, sophomore, that are just starting the process, that have a lot of talent and could potentially play Division I sports, baseball, maybe something else. What advice would you give them about the process?
Just to work hard, starting now, as early as you can, just to work hard, dedicate your time to just looking to push yourself, even if something's not going right, push yourself to the next level, and definitely chase your dreams.
What about the recruitment process specifically? Are there things that you would advise, players coming up to look out for, questions to ask coaches and programs?
Yeah, definitely. Coaches always look to see what are your grades. It's one of the main questions. Just being honest with the coaches, telling them who you are, what you've done, your past, and what you see yourself, if you can see yourself fitting into their program, and just when is a good time to get to the campus and meet the coaches, getting to camps, just making good connections with the coaches is a very special thing to do.
In the end, was it an easy decision, Stony Brook, or was it a hard decision?
It was tough, definitely, with all those schools in mind. Definitely was a hard decision, but I knew right when I stepped on the campus, the facilities, like I said, the field, the coaches made me feel like I was at home.
Maybe this is the toughest question I'll ask you, but soccer, baseball, which one are you better at?
I'd say, yes, baseball. I don't know. It's tough.
I figured it would be. Did you start playing both kind of at the same time when you were a kid?
Yeah, definitely. It might have been soccer first, playing Blackwatch, Premier, Guilderland, just always competing. Then baseball came, and playing at the same time. I had to make a decision about did I want to play at the high level, what sport, and I've always loved playing soccer, but it came down to baseball, and that's when I really focused and competed and got to this point.
Could you play Division I soccer?
If I had focused like I definitely have when I was like I was for baseball, I think I could have, dedicating my time to soccer like I did baseball. I think I could have. Did
you have coaches at any point along the way, baseball coaches or soccer coaches, that tried to encourage you to give up the other one?
Not really. They at Stony Brook, my coach, Coach Sang, told me that when I told him I played soccer, and he said that's great. He loves athletes, so definitely playing two sports, coaches like that. So it was good.
Would you encourage that to others? Because it seems like there are so many people now that at a very young age, much younger than we used to see 10, 20 years ago, giving up everything else just to pursue one sport?
Yeah, I'd say playing two sports is being active and always competing is a good thing, but there comes a time where you need to make a decision. So just doesn't matter. I mean, high school, maybe start to focus on one sport, but I played both sports up until my senior year, but off season it was always baseball, so I always looked to baseball.
So you played Blackwatch growing up, so you were on travel soccer teams. At what point did you give that up?
I stopped playing Blackwatch when I was about 12, but then I played Gilliland soccer till I was about 14, 15, and then junior year I just played, or sophomore year I just played for Rotterdam just to get touches on the ball and stuff. So I was really competitive back in the past years, but as time came along, I knew baseball was going to be my sport. Definitely just focused on baseball more.
How did you end up making that decision? Was it a conversation you had with family, with coaches, or was it just something maybe in your heart you just knew it was going to be baseball?
Definitely talked over with my parents. I knew there might have been one point, I think when I was 8 years old, I actually was in the car with my mom and I said, I don't know if I want to play baseball anymore.
Really?
So it was pretty crazy thinking, looking back at that point. But I think it was in my heart too. Just I always had a passion for baseball and playing at the next level, like I said.
So let me ask you this. How does somebody who gave up playing soccer competitively, travel soccer, still playing obviously at a very high level in high school, how does that person then set a state record for goals in the season and score 66 goals?
Just definitely the players around me. You know, I just benefited from having everyone around me help me and just getting to big games and where we come through and finish. But just the teammates I had around me was a big part of what I did.
How many goals did you score last year? Do you remember?
54.
Okay, so I guess a part of you must have known that maybe that number was out there, the state record being in the mid-60s, that maybe you could touch that. But at what point this season did you start to think, hey, maybe I can go for this?
I think it was towards the end of sectionals. I mean, I wasn't really focused on any records.
Sure.
We were a special team this year that we weren't looking at individual records. We had one goal in mind, get to sectionals, get to regionals. Came up short of states, but just we're taking it one game at a time basically. But no one was looking for a personal record, so just taking it game by game is what our goal was as a team.
Still pretty cool to get the record though, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, what was it like to win the first section championship for Chalmont in boys soccer since 2007?
It was very rewarding getting that title for Coach Beck, and we just worked so hard since the beginning of August, tryouts, just coming together as a group, setting our goals in the classroom, and then brought it out to the field. It was special.
Has it hit you that you've played your last soccer game? And I'm sure you'll play, you know, at some level moving forward, but certainly never competitively like you have.
Yeah, it was pretty sad, my last game, just knowing that I've played soccer my whole life. Yeah. To in the regional finals, make that my last game I'll ever play. Just, it made me feel better, just the teammates who were around me, knowing that we were such a family, and we all came together. They came up to us, the seniors, the juniors. We were just looking to each other, and it was sad, but definitely a season to remember.
And finally, looking ahead to your final spring season of baseball at Chalmont, you win a state championship 2 years ago, and they get knocked out of sectionals in the first round this past year. What does this team look like? I know obviously we're not even a preseason yet, but what are you forecasting for this year?
We lost some pitching this year. So we're gonna definitely need big kids to step up coming up from the JV. But we look good this year. Just need to come together like we did for soccer. Just come together as a team and just set our goals and just work hard every practice and just bring it out onto the field and make it happen.
All right, we're looking forward to watching you this final year at Chalmont and then at Stony Brook as well. So, Chris, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And